but I like to talk about salad dressings because so many people, when they first get into this, they go, I know I have to eat more salads, but I don't know about, how do I make it? But bottled salad dressings, these are just a few of the harmful and toxic ingredients. Canola or soybean oil is GMO and it's very inflammatory. If it says made with extra virgin olive oil, that means it's not the main ingredient. It just means that it's made with. And they can get by with that. Made with means we put a tablespoon in, maybe. MSG is in a lot of them. It's a flavor enhancer, and I believe it's very addictive. Fat-free, if it says fat-free, all these good-hearted people going, man, I'm trying to lose weight or whatever, I'm going to get this fat-free. But fat-free, there's a lot of sugar added to it. And you need fat for the vitamin absorption. I like whole fats, like we'll talk about in a minute. Like you get the whole nuts, the whole avocado, all of that rather than the oils. Because oils are processed just like any processed food. So if you go for the whole fat, you're going to be able to absorb those vitamins a lot easier. And then you'll see some of these words. A lot of people don't even know what these are. I mean, I didn't. Who would if you're not a chemist? Polysorbate 60 is an emulsifier. And all that is making it stick, like one consistency. But all you have to do is shake it. You don't need a chemical added into it. Potassium sorbate is a preservative, and it does damage to our nervous system. And the bottom line, I remember when I had this moment of clarity, I was thinking that Kellogg's and General Mills and all those cared about my health. Ha, ha, ha. They're a corporation, like any corporation, they're for the bottom line. So if they put preservatives in their food, it means it's shelf stable for a lot longer. It does not mean it's good for our body. It means it's good for their bottom line. And then the caramel color, that's in a lot of things. Artificial sweeteners, just empty calories, no nutrients. And then there's also a lot of dairy in a lot of these salad dressings. And of course the dairy's loaded with hormones and steroids and antibiotics and pesticides, a whole lot. And even like with the meat, you get it biointensified because they've been eating it and now it's in their fat cells, so it's even harder on us. So those are some things to look at in bottled salad dressings. An even better way, this is such a gift, you guys. It was for me anyway, because I'm like, you wouldn't believe my life years ago. I was a packaged food gal. I was like, whatever's going to stay in my shelf so I don't have to go back to the store. But when I learned this, it saved my life, really. Because I learned how to make a sauce and a salad dressing from scratch very easily. And this is from Dr. Joel Furman. He's got this guide where you just need a fluid. But fluid, you need some kind of juice, milk alternative like a soy milk, or rice milk, whatever. Tomato or pasta sauce, which we're going to use a pasta sauce today. And then you'll need a fatty food. So some kind of nuts or seeds or nut butter, avocado or tahini. A really easy one is just tahini and lemon juice, a little water. Just stir it up, you're good to go. Really good. And then if you want to add some acid like a vinegar, we are going to use the balsamic fig vinegar today. And that just brightens it up. There's blood orange vinegar, pear, there's apple cider vinegar, there's a lot of different types of vinegars out there. And then whatever flavor you want. Those of you, how many of you are trying to get off dairy or you like some dairy alternatives, cheese alternatives? Okay, this is really great. Nutritional yeast. Are you using that now?
Never heard of it.
Oh, really? Okay, it's got
very healthy.
Yeah, this has got a really bad name. Whoever named it nutritional yeast, it sounds bad to a lot of people, but it's really very, very healthy. It's got a lot of B12 in it. It's got a cheesy flavor, so if you add this with a little bit of cashew cream in a food processor with a little ginger, it's awesome, and it will give you that cheesy kind of feeling and taste and flavor. So this is a really good secret a lot of people are using to get themselves off the cheese, if that's the route you want to take. So you can use any kind of flavor you want. We've got some basil in the pasta, so that's going to be our flavor today.
Interesting.
Isn't this great?
Yeah.
This is so simple, and the reason I chose, it's on your handout here, let me see here. Yeah, on the next page under salad rolls, the sauce is listed there. And the reason I chose that one, number one, it's delicious. And two, it's super easy. And you guys, a couple of you wanna try it, you can. Cause all you need is a jar and a fork. You don't even need a high-speed blender, you don't need, although I would say get a high-speed blender if you don't have one, cause it really is the way to go.
Are you talking about Cuisinart type or one of the puree type?
Well, there's a food processor, and then there's a high-speed blender, which is a Vitamix or a Blendtec.
Okay.
And they go, like my Blendtec goes 300 miles an hour. So if you wanna do some of the recipes that a lot of raw fooders do, or just to make smoothies and things like that. Do any of you have high-speed blenders? Yeah, you do, what kind do you have?
Blendtec.
Oh, you have a Blendtec? Really? Yeah, do you like it? Yeah, that's good. I got the designer model, that's really great. Because the digital part, and you can just clean it off.
yeah.
It looks great, I love
Is
it.
that the one they're selling at Costco?
Yes. Yeah.
Well, you can get a Blendtec at Costco, but you can't get the designer model there.
Oh.
But, yeah.
And the designer model, does it have more things to go wrong?
No, actually, it's got a fan so that the motor doesn't burn out like a lot of them do
Okay.
over time. What do you have?
Vitamix.
Oh, you have a Vitamix, yeah. I had one of those for 15 years and I love that too. It's a really, really good way to go, because what do you do with yours besides smoothies probably?
Well, I eat smoothies a lot, and